And this takes us into the main event of the evening. Now, this event, I get the feeling they were running out of time with this because it just ended. It just ended and they went off the air. I thought they went to a commercial. I was like, why are they going to a commercial so late? But no, it just ended. So this was the Inner Circle Tag Team Triple Threat match. The winners become the official tag team of the Inner Circle. It was MJF and Y2J versus Sammy and Hager versus the Proud and Powerful, that is Santana and Ortiz. For some reason, well, I say for some reason, they're doing one of those really poor mixes of two songs into one. MJF's music started playing at triple speed. I was like, what the fuck are they playing his music at triple speed for? It turns out they were just trying to poorly mix it into Judas for the entrance. It's like, no, just no. It's something like, I've got a history, I've DJ'd fucking thousands of hours. Just don't do that. It was terrible when you did it with the Big Show's music and Jericho's music. I thought this was a WWE only trope where they thought that, oh, let's just smash their two songs together and hope for the best. But no, it seems it's actually a Jericho thing. So I'd like to tell Jericho, stop mixing your music with stuff. Just play one song or the other. Use the MJF song. It's great. The bass drop in it's brilliant. But you've both got good songs. You don't need to mix them. Excalibur makes a great point. In storyline, right? Has Y2J been holding Santana and Ortiz back? And I was like, man, that's a really good point, actually. It is something I kind of thought about. Because, like Santana said last week, the Proud and the Powerful were brought into the Inner Circle to be the team. They were brought in to be the official tag team of the Inner Circle. But for the last 6 months, they've been on the back burner. They've really not done anything since their street fight with the Best Friends. And it seemed like with the Inner Circle tag team picture, there was more focus on Les Sex Gods as a team. That was like Sammy and Y2J, as opposed to anyone else. So I think if the Inner Circle starts to fall apart, or MJF starts to drag them apart, I think that the Proud and the Powerful will be one of the first teams to kind of get themselves out of the Inner Circle. So that's kind of just something I see coming. So the match, Jericho and Sammy start. There was a loud tag team slut chant in the arena at Jericho. I thought this was quite funny. The match was sportsmanlike for around 30 seconds whilst Jericho worked a wrist lock, but then he slapped Sammy in the face and it all broke down between Les Sex Gods. Is this the end of Les Sex Gods? Yes. I would say yes. Sammy fired back and he got a decent amount of shine on Jericho and then done a springboard backflip just to show off and landed on his feet. It was very nice. Jericho was on the outside looking annoyed. Now, I'm not really a big fan of multi-team tag matches like this because I all like when it's 4 teams or 3 teams. I always feel like teams get left out. They either get left out or the match is just non-stop action and it's hard to actually tell a really good story in the match. It's just action, you know. And we got more of the action sort of match in this one. Everyone was coming in and out of the ring, at least no one was being left too much in the match. All the teams looked good. Proud and Powerful took control in the middle portion of the match, hit all their tag team moves, as did Sammy and Hager early in the match. I really like Proud and Powerful as a team. I'd really like them to see them to do more stuff. Maybe get them back into the tag team title picture. Like, why are they not fighting the Bucks? Like, there's some really good matches that need to be had there, but I guess that's me wanting it rushed. Let's just wait and see how it goes. They then went to a commercial. They came back, and when we came back, Sammy and Jericho were down for a double down in the ring. Sammy got a hot tag with Hager, who then run in, and he just destroyed everyone. Ran wild, just taking everyone out. Before focusing a beating on poor MJF. Hager then tagged in Sammy to try and get the win. He hit a huge jumping stunner on MJF, but didn't get anywhere. It was at this point during the match that the announcers tell us that Tony Khan is ready to announce the Beach Break main event. Like, whoa. He's like, then they mention that even though Penta has been beat down earlier, the main event for Beach Break is going to be Pac and Moxley and Phoenix versus Omega and the Good Brothers. This will be freaking amazing. I mean, that is a main event worth, so we've got 2 weeks of really good matches coming up, and I can't see anything remotely bad about this. It's just good. Pac, Moxley and Phoenix in a team. Fucking yes. I mean, we did see before that Moxley seems to have a bit of a camaraderie with Phoenix and Penta, so it would make sense that Pac and Moxley and Phoenix are on the same sort of team grumpy, you know? It would be good. It's going to be really fucking good. Anyway, back to the match. The match rolled on. It was pretty good, but damn, it was a hyperactive match. As we get to the finish, Jericho got into the ring with his bat Floyd, only to be faced by Hager, who just stared at him, then kicked his fucking head off with zero effort. Yes, then MJF got in the ring and he tries to get his like the big ring on. He turns around, but Hager has just been looking at the whole time. He turns around to Hager, he's like, hey, tries to shake hands with him. Hager just takes him out. Like, great. Hager looked awesome in this match. Just brilliant. We need more Hager. Maybe Hager's just made to be a tag team person. Maybe this is what everyone's been missing the whole time. Get him in a tag team in that Roman Reigns hot tag role and just get him in, wreck everyone, get out. Everyone will be happy. Everyone will be happy. I mean, it was really good. At one point, Jericho went for a lion salt, but he had a rare miss and clocked himself right on the head, which was like, oh, Jericho, I hope you're all right. He just slipped. It's a rare miss for Jericho. He seemed to be all right. It looked like it sucked, and worst of all, it only got a 2 count. All that for a 2 count. Damn. After even more action and a code breaker and some more near falls, we eventually got back to Sami and MJF in the ring. Hager hit a Hager bomb, which I've not seen in ages, and it was cool. It was just after that Sami hit one of the most brutal sentons I have seen in a long time on MJF for a 2 count. There's even more action because this is just this match. It was round about the last 3 minutes of the match where you could really tell they were rushing and they were running out of time because they were just running, trying to get through stuff, and they got to a point where Sami had MJF on his shoulders, face up for like a burning hammer sort of move. Sami went over with MJF on his shoulders. He went and he took Wardlow out with MJF's feet. Only then he went back to the middle of the ring, but MJF managed to wriggle out, rolled Sami up, and he grabbed him with the tights for the 1, 2, 3 and the cheap ass win. And it was at this point the show literally ran out of time and just went off air. I thought they were rolling into another commercial break, but no, it was the end. That's why there you can just see it popping over the top here. Well, you can't see it because it's too small. Yeah, the end. The titles played. We got the titles. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. It just ended. Like I said, when I was watching, I thought, like I watched it on TV. I thought it was going to a commercial break, but no, it was the end. So, I think it was an alright match. I think it suffered from a lack of time. And we could argue the fact that if Cody and Avalon had went 5 minutes less, they could have gave that extra 5 minutes here. We could have got a bit of a celebration after the match. We could have got a bit of story after the match, because I'm guessing that there should have, naturally it feels like we should have had a bit of post-match between MJF and Sami, you know? He just fucked him over. Like, clearly they would want to be angry and do something, but we never got any of that, so it's going to be a case of checking social media and finding that. But all in all, it was a